Hello, BSc third year students. You are welcome to today's period. As per the syllabus, today we will discuss on the second chapter from your syllabus, that is Introduction to the Ecology. Dear students, ecology is the interaction between different living components and between living components and non-living components. That is called as the ecosystem. A.G. Tansley in 1935 first proposed the term ecosystem. In the word epidodum, an ecosystem is the basic functional unit of ecology, which includes the interdependence of biotic component on abiotic component, and abiotic component depends on the biotic components. So here you have to remember, in the ecosystem there are two main components or two main factors. That factors or components are biotic factors and abiotic factors, which is also called as living and non-living factors. Then from your syllabus, the first bit from this chapter is components of an ecosystem. So you already know that there are the two basic components. One is the abiotic component and second is the biotic components. So in the abiotic components, means non-living components, water, soil, sunlight, different types of the gases like the oxygen, like the carbon dioxide, different minerals from the soil. These all are the non-living factors, which is very important in the ecosystem. Then another basic component is the biotic factors, which is also called as the biotic components. That is nothing but the living things, and living things is of two types. One is the plants and second one is the animals. So plants include from microscopic plants like the algae to the megascopic plants, largest plants like the banyan trees. Similarly, on other hand, the animals, they are from microscopic to the largest animal as the blue whale. So these are the, in short, biotic and abiotic components of the ecosystem. Now we will systematically study here abiotic components. It includes non-living components such as the temperature, water, light, minerals, gases, etc. And biotic components we will study here in detail. So it includes the producers, then consumers and decomposers. So before starting this, we have to study the light, which is given in the syllabus as a non-living factor. So light is the most important ecological, physico-chemical, abiotic factors without which life cannot exist. Similarly, the next abiotic factor, that is the temperature, it is also a physico-chemical, ecological, abiotic components or abiotic factor without which life cannot exist. So third non-living components from your syllabus, that is the water. And you know water is the soul of life. Without water, life cannot exist. Then biotic components, these are the three types: producers, consumers and decomposers. So producers, they are also called as the autotrophs. They are making their own food in the presence of sunlight. They are not dependent on the other things for their food. With the help of photosynthesis process, in the presence of light, they make their own food. Then the consumers. So the consumers are the animals. They eat the plants. They depend on the plants for their food. So they are called as the herbivores. So consumers is again or further classified in the primary consumer, secondary consumer and tertiary consumers. So primary consumers means the animals, those are eating only plants. They are also called as the herbivores. Then next type of the consumers, they are eating the herbivorous animals. They are also called as the primary carnivores. Then these primary carnivores are eaten by the next group of animals. They are called as the secondary carnivores. In this way, there is the top level carnivores like the tiger, like the lion, like the hawks, etc. etc. Then last one is the decomposers. So decomposers are also playing very important role in the ecosystem. Decomposers are small animals. They are microscopic also. Bacteria, fungi and microscopic animals, after the death of these plants and animals, they decompose. They make the soil of that plants and animals and their components. That soil becomes fertile. That is used as a fertilizer for the growing plants. In this way, life on the earth is in the two forms, biotic and abiotic, and that is in the form of the cycle. So in this way, the ecosystem is studied here. If you are having any difficulty, you can contact on my mobile numbers. And for your attendance, you have to give your surname first, then your name and to the mobile. Because in preparing the list of computer, surname is the first, then your name and then your mobile. So I will understand you are attending the periods. And after period also, you give your attendance by like or subscribe or by giving the comments on the lecture. So I will understand you are attend the period. You attend period regularly, and what you are maybe discussed in the period, you just summarize in rough pages. The notes of the first unit of all chapters within few days I will send on the WhatsApp by making a PDF file. So that notes from your handset you see and write in a register. You make one register for my paper and continuously write. So you will be steady by writing also. And after complete of one unit, you give me that, I will check it, sign it. Okay, thank you. For today it is sufficient. Thank you very much.